I am not a decisive person. In fact, I struggle so much with choice that I let my viewers vote on what game I play next in my community polls, and I hope to one day let you guys pick the topics of my videos through a Patreon, but that's years away. So for now, I have to constantly struggle with the paralyzing decisions that make me have to guess what you, the viewer, and the YouTube algorithm will like, and I'm going to guess that this is going to be one of my less successful videos as it's not tied to any current trends. The point is that I'm bad at choosing, but I refuse to rely on randomization for in-game decisions because choosing dialogue options in video games is super easy. Just make the choices for what you think would be the best story and for what you think would make the most sense for your character to do. But some choices have left me frozen in my seat because their consequences go far beyond the simple narrative. When I have to make choices that affect the gameplay experience, then I'm going to be puzzling over that for a while, because I don't care if I miss out on some cutscenes because of my choices, but I do care if my decisions are going to rob me of some gameplay that I would really enjoy. So knowing that depending on what I choose could affect my overall enjoyment of the game makes each choice have an incredible amount of weight behind them. The first choice in this video is picking which house to join in Fire Emblem Three Houses. Now, looking back on it, the answer is easy. Replay the game and do all of them. This game is a goddamn masterpiece. But which one should I do first? While I understand that the game can't have too much content before this critical moment arrives, I can't help but feel underinformed about my house as a whole. The leaders are introduced quite well, but their parties all have vastly different personalities to them. For example, Claude is a likable guy, but Lorenz is a pompous loser. But the reason this was such a hard choice was because I went in assuming I was only going to play one route, and I guess that's how most people played this game. I suppose the sheer intimidation of scale Three Houses represents is why I was so distraught over which house to join, and I have got to admire the confidence Intelligent Systems had in the fact that people would replay their game 3 times. That's right, I said 3 times. I refuse to join up with that traitor, and I am not talking about who you think. But there is a correct first choice if you want to have the best experience with Three Houses, and that is Blue Lions. I can't go into why, but trust me, it's the best route for a blind playthrough. Next is actually a rather stupid one, but I genuinely could not choose who to romance in Baldur's Gate 3. This is the most lovable cast of characters since the Phantom Thieves, and they are all so ridiculously horny. Now, this is stupid because my other choices in this video all have a direct effect on gameplay, while romance partners only affect the story. In fact, they don't even affect the story, just Tav's personal journey. The romance options in this game just feel so weird. I'm so used to having to pick between 2D characters with 1D personalities that these 3D characters with layered personalities just feel so alien to me. It's no longer about who the hottest best boy / girl is. I'm not a harem protagonist. I have to actually consider the NPC's feelings and what I say. Where the hell is the power fantasy that anime games have given me? Because I want all these characters to find happiness, and I know to get their best endings they have to find true love in me, I can't make them all happy. And while this game is incredible, it isn't 6 replays incredible, at least to someone who has to push on to the next game constantly. So who did I end up choosing? It had to be Shadowheart. She's just too fascinating a character with so much darkness in her life that I just needed her to be happy. So finally we come to the suicide mission from Mass Effect 2. Now I am going to have to give a spoiler warning for this one, as we need to talk about character death. Now, I went into this mission knowing it was possible to lose all my crewmates, but I had no idea how any of it worked or how to plan ahead for the mission. Unfortunately, I'm the type of fool who loves to keep the pace of the main story up as much as possible, so I neglected all the loyalty missions until after I had cleared the game, which was a massive mistake. Like Baldur's Gate 3, Mass Effect is excellent at getting you invested in your party. Even though I hadn't done any loyalty missions at the time I went through the Omega 4 relay, I had exhausted every dialogue option available with everyone after each mission, so my appreciation for this crew was already sky high. And that's why the dread of knowing that every move I make could get someone I loved killed petrified me, and that fear was quintupled knowing that I was definitely going to miss out on gameplay from Mass Effect 3 if anyone died. While I did manage to resist the urge to look up a guide on how to get everyone through, there was no way in hell my save file was going over to the next game. As far as I'm concerned, any galaxy without Garrus in it deserves to be consumed by the Reapers. Decisions are a hard thing to make in games, especially when they rob you of gameplay and characters you enjoy. While I still have to live with my real dread of choices, I hope that more games can put greater weight behind the choices they present us with. If you're interested in seeing more Mass Effect content, check out this video about the massive effect humanity has had on the galaxy, and I'll see you in 2 days.